Today I'm watching the Twilight Zone, Season 3, Episode 36. The previous episode was about this family who had lost their mom, and the dad wanted to bring in someone to the house to take care of the kids. They go to the store that ends up building this grandma robot, and it was really interesting concepts of machines, can machines love, and it's dealing with grief and loss and all of those themes. And we actually did get a preview, which I'm very excited about. They mentioned this angel who knows more about martinis. They mentioned that Carol Burnett's going to be involved, so I'm very excited to see her. I love Carol Burnett, and yeah, I'm hoping the previews are back. I'm not sure if it was just a one-off because Carol Burnett was going to be involved, but very, very excited to see where we're going to go in this episode. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you want to see exclusive content from this episode, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I'm definitely expecting this episode to have a more comedic feel with Carol Burnett involved, obviously.
Very distant place, but it's nonetheless coming.
Okay. Are these the angels or devils?
Before reclassifying you, we're going to give you one more chance.
What would it be reclassified as?
You are able to improve her lot. We will reopen your case.
Okay, sounds fair. I don't know.
Chance of getting my wings?
What happens if he doesn't, though?
Cavender, there seems to be considerable question about the damage you can do with just arms and legs.
Oh my gosh, that's not encouraging. They obviously don't have much faith in him, yeah.
The fates by moving into the cold, gray dawn of the Twilight Zone.
Very curious to see. Yeah, interesting.
Girls!
She doesn't seem like she's well liked in this group. Yeah, nobody wants to even stand next to her.
Giving customers prescribed directions as to seating arrangements, such as stairway to your right.
They mentioned she's really clumsy, so I don't imagine this is going to go well.
That means box office. Requests for drinks of water will be handled in the following manner.
Well, that's uncomfortable.
Shoot. This is shoot aisle 1, shoot aisle 2, shoot aisle 3, and this...
I feel like just saying these things would save so much time instead of these hand signals.
Rappaport, Batten, Burnett, and the rest of you the same as yesterday.
Is she playing her character's name? Or did they just make someone else? No, they said her last name's different. They just gave another character's last name of Burnett. I don't know why she's dressed like a genie also. Oh!
Balcony. You can smoke in the candy.
This is not going well. It's not going well at all. So nervous.
Thank you.
Yeah, just take the tickets. Don't bother explaining anything yet.
Mr. Stout! Mr. Stout!
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no, this poor kid.
Don't panic, Miss Grep. Please don't panic. If you'll give me just a moment, I can explain.
It's like, I'm an angel, I'm trying to earn my wings, okay?
Might come to you as rather a shock.
Used to cost a dime.
Yes, I help you in every way possible. And that doesn't preclude the use of miracles.
She's like, okay, crazy guy, yeah.
Don't you worry about it. I daydream a lot myself.
She's like, okay, crazy, yeah, whatever you want.
How would you like to be riding in a flashy convertible with a chauffeur?
Oh my, I mean, if those are your options.
You're cute.
I feel like we had a similar episode where a guy was offered, like, everybody thought he was so strange.
They louse these things up, but give me a second to concentrate, and I think I'll make it.
And he was given an opportunity to have a better life, like a better apartment, a better job, and he didn't want any of it, and he rejected it, so I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. Not quite the Mercedes, yeah, or the Mustang, yeah. She's like, I must have hit my head when I crashed into that mirror or something, yeah.
Tell him I resign.
Oh my god. This guy. would believe it. It seems like you definitely think you're just dreaming or something.
But I flunked close order drill.
Oh, Aggie, I busted my cookie.
Oh my gosh.
Don't panic.
I know. I thought I left you back.
She's like, how did you get in here?
So that you're independently wealthy and don't even need employment.
Wine, I have some sherry.
She's not even acknowledging what he's saying. He's just like, okay.
To dispense with these convivialities and proceed to... Do you have any gin?
For this mansion.
My dear Miss Grep, there are all sorts of ways.
I am not that.
Yeah, I was like, be careful.
Agnes Grep, that's you. 23,306.
Oh my god. What would that be today? I'm very curious.
Yeah, I hate round numbers. Now, about your social activities.
Oh, well, I generally go bowling on Thursdays.
She does not seem phased at all that she just got $23,000 in her bank account in 4 seconds. But she also seems happy. Like, it's definitely reminded me of that previous episode where they're like, well, money will make you happy. A big apartment will make you happy. It's like, she seems well-liked in the building and the apartment. Oh my, I forgot his pants. Like, she can't hold down a job, but she also seems like, well, I'll figure it out.
Well, I was talking to Tony about...
You're ravishing, absolutely.
She does not strike me as the type who wants to mingle with these, you know, ultra-wealthy. She wants, you know... her friends that she already has.
Agnes, shivering. We'll cook him.
Unravel the flesh!
She seems very overwhelmed. Yeah, there's a mouth close-up where she's like, I don't really know these people.
How do you do? I've seen all of your movies at least 60 or 70 times. I think you...
Is that supposed to be Elizabeth Taylor? I don't know. Oh, the Cruella de Vil cigarettes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's like, I liked bowling. I wanted to go bowling.
Ravishing, darling. Ravishing.
Thank you.
She's like, I have no idea who any of these people are. Yeah, thank you for coming, I guess.
Last. Harmon, old buddy, you are really...
He's like, that's it. My wings are on my way. I've done my task. Well, that's a cool effect. Yeah, he turned himself invisible.
My landlady. She didn't even know me. She called me Miss.
Yeah, because she doesn't live here anymore. They've changed reality. Yeah.
And you know what he said? He said, what's with you, sister? You slumming?
Because they assume she's obviously very wealthy now. Yeah.
Well, what'd you expect?
Oh, not much of anything, really.
But she didn't even really want this. Like...
Hey, Joe!
Yeah, nobody knows her anymore. Yeah.
Didn't we have a wonderful time? Don't you have everything you always wanted now?
I don't think she wanted this in the first place. I think she was happy the way she was.
I was happy. I want it the way it was.
The way it was?
But he can't see how she'd be happy like that. Yeah.
Discombobulated and behind in my rent. But that's for me.
Yeah, that's how she wants to be.
Well, I tried.
He's like, yeah, he's like, offered her all the things of the world.
Oh, let me take it up to the Riantis. Oh, and Joe. Hey, what do you say, eh? Hi, Irv. Top of the morning to you, and don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes.
He's like, okay, for somebody's in a good mood this morning.
On this potato pancake stuff, how many eggs?
An even dozen. I'll be done in a minute.
12 eggs. That's too much. She's just so happy to have her friends back. Yeah.
Here, I'll be done in 2 seconds flat with some candy and a cookie.
Come on. Be back in a minute.
Yeah, her apartment's back, obviously. Everything's the same.
You are the richest woman I know. You have an abundance of wealth.
Yeah, it just might not be in money, in cash in the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, Chief? You want to...
Oh, man, I don't think he's getting his wings now.
Unbecoming an angel, champagne drinking, gin and tonic drinking.
He's like, oh, you watched that, did you? Oops.
Reclassification, sir?
At least reclassification.
I feel bad for him. He just did what she wanted. You know, she wanted to be happy.
She's deliriously and totally happy.
Well, I don't see how that could...
He's like, wait a minute, how is this possible?
She goes bowling every Thursday night.
Are you supposed to keep your finger in the ball? There's very little room for doubt about your...
Go on, sir. I'm all ears.
I noticed.
That seems mean.
A word to the wise now, to any and all who might suddenly feel the presence of a cigar-smoking helper.
Goes back to smoking a cigar.
Guardian angel. And this message from the Twilight Zone. Lots of luck.
Yeah, he didn't get his wings, but he just gets to help more people, so that's interesting. So that was my first time watching The Twilight Zone, Season 3, Episode 36. I liked this episode. I like Carol Burnett. I knew it was going to be a more comedic-themed episode because Carol Burnett's involved, obviously, and some physical humor as well, with her being clumsy and breaking the mirror, and even, you know, the door hitting her and the opening shot as she's fallen down, and the hand signals and stuff that just seemed ridiculous and seemed like it would just be easier for you to talk to the person and not have these weird hand gestures. But yeah, so I knew it would be more comedic, but I really like Carol Burnett. I feel like we've seen this Twilight Zone story before, so I'm so glad she was involved. I love seeing her in this, but I wish it had been not necessarily like a darker themed episode, but maybe some more sci-fi involved. Like, I feel like we've seen this exact same plot before, where an angel comes down, he offers the guy a new car, a new job, a new apartment, and he turns down all of it, and that's obviously what happened here. So I do feel like it was a little predictable that she was going to end up choosing the life she had at the end, and even the angel saying, like, you know, you're the richest woman I know, because even though she might not have, you know, a bunch of money in the bank, she's still rich in the people in her life and her experiences. So yeah, it was a very wholesome episode. It was very sweet. Carol Burnett, you know, it was very convincing and very, even in the dramatic scenes where she has to be a bit more sad that, you know, this isn't the life she wants, and she doesn't want the mansion, she doesn't want these fancy parties where even though people are nice to her, she has no idea who they are, she has no connection to them, and, you know, she doesn't have any friends, and, you know, wants her old life back of knowing the milkman and the potato pancakes with the neighbor and all of these pieces. And even though she gets fired from that job, she's like, I'll figure it out. Like, she doesn't seem down and she doesn't seem overly depressed. And the angel assuming that, well, the things that make you happy in life are money and fancy houses. Like, clearly that's your problem. Like, I need my wings, and I'm supposed to be here to fix your life, and money will take care of that. Like, you can't be happy living here. Why would you? You know, making that assumption, much like we saw in that other episode. And, you know, obviously that's not the case. She wants to stay right where she is. So yeah, it was interesting to see, you know, her performance. We had a few special effects. You know, he turned invisible, or maybe not even special effects, but a few. You know, we've seen invisible before, and we saw the bus turning into a horse and carriage, and then a car, and then another car, and that fancy party scene where it was the overlay, which just felt very overwhelming, to be honest, with having them talking over top and then having like the noise all jumbled up, and, you know, the mouths, you know, close up, that double exposure shot as she's just like, what is happening? I'm trying to process everything, and at no point does she seem happy, like she wants to be there. She's being polite, of course, but in no way is she like, this is the best day ever. You know, she wants to go back to how things were. And the angel is so set, like, well, I have to fix this problem for you. And, you know, pulls out his little checkbook, instantly starts putting money in her account, which she doesn't really seem excited about, to be honest. She wasn't like, I'll keep the money, but, you know, I don't need the fancy house or anything like that. And even when he shows up in her apartment, she's like, oh, do you want a coffee? Do you want a beer? Like, you know, even on the bus, she just seemed to go with the flow. Like, she didn't really seem, she wasn't freaking out, she wasn't, you know, why is this guy saying he's an angel? That seems so bizarre. And he openly admits it, of course, right away, and tries to prove it to her, and yeah, she doesn't seem fazed by it at all. She wasn't even like, oh, set me up with a nice job, like, once I have a nice job and some money coming in, I can buy the things that I want. Nope, like, he leaves her literally just as he found her. Like, she's still gonna be, you know, behind on the rent, as she says, and, you know, trying to find another job. And it sounds like her neighbors know her as a character that frequently has trouble, you know, keeping a job, and obviously her being clumsy probably doesn't help things. But yeah, like I said, I just kind of wanted a little bit more. Like, I wasn't expecting Carol Burnett to be in a very, like, hard-hitting, you know, intense plot twist, you know, crazy kind of episode, but like, I just think we've seen this before, and, you you know, I kind of wanted a little bit more. So like I said, I really liked her performance. It was great to see her in this, but I wish the story had been something different. Obviously, I think some lessons on being grateful for what you have, not always wanting, you know, chasing the next big thing, and realizing that money can't buy you happiness. That was, I think, a lesson even for the angel, who at the end we find out doesn't even get his wings. He's just, you know, rewarded for making Agnes so happy. So now that's his goal, is to go back and help other people be happy. And Rod Serling's narration, you know, if a guardian angel shows up, you know, it's probably this guy, and that seems to be his new mission. I don't know what reclassification would have meant for the angel, if they would have sent him somewhere else. There's different levels of angels, what that would have meant. But we've only seen heaven a few times in this Twilight Zone, so it was interesting. And he had that door and, you know, lights up a cigar, and they're kind of going through his list of crimes while he's on Earth, which he seems to enjoy. He seemed to be the one who enjoyed the parties more than Agnes. Like, he wanted the fancy house, the fancy clothes, and, you know, smoking his cigars, the like 6 drinks that they mentioned that he had as well. So maybe it was more selfishly for him and what he would have wanted instead of what she actually wanted. And we didn't really have a ton of scenes in this episode. Like, there was the intro with, you know, her at work, and then the bus, and then the party, and then the apartment. Like, there wasn't a ton to really go off of. So yeah, I just kind of wanted a little bit more. And, you know, even the transition of them at the party and stuff, him snapping his fingers and the book suddenly arrives, and, you know, he's writing this check and everything like that. But let me know in the comments if you know what 23,000 would be in today's money. I'm assuming at least double. But again, she didn't really seem impressed by that, and maybe she didn't think it was real. Maybe she just thought this was some weird, you know, daydream until they get to the party, and she's like, I don't want to be here. And it had like fancy artwork and stuff on the wall that seemed to be getting destroyed from the party. And again, her choosing her regular life with her friends, and, you know, maybe not being in the most affluent area, and maybe not having the most possessions, but being rich and, you know, the people in her life. I'm curious if there was any improv in this, or if she had to completely stick to the script, obviously with Carol Burnett being you know, a very famous comedian. And I don't know if this is a story that she pitched to them, if they approached her, because obviously the Twilight Zone focuses, you know, mostly on sci-fi or horror themed elements. So I don't know how this collaboration came to be. I mean, like I said, I was very excited to see her on screen, and we didn't get a preview at the end of this episode, so I'm assuming the one-off was just because, you know, her name was attached to it. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. It was great to see Carol Burnett attached to this, to see her performance. But yeah, I just wish the story was something different, something we hadn't seen before. I felt like it was pretty predictable that she was going to choose her old life, that the moral of the story was going to be, you know, money can't buy you happiness. Again, I feel like we saw all those things coming, and maybe even some more scenes. Like, I know it's a short episode, but we didn't have a lot. Like, the party scene, I felt like went on for a bit too long. And yeah, I wish, especially given the talent of Carol Burnett, like, I wish we could have had something else. And it would have been very interesting to see her in a very dark, you know, sci-fi themed. I don't know, it might have taken a minute to make it believable, just because she's known for having such a strong comedic background as we see in this. But yeah, it just would have been nice to see a little bit of a different story. So again, no preview, no idea what the next episode's about, but very curious to see where we're gonna go. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies or TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. What would he be reclassified as? She doesn't seem like she's well liked in this group. Yeah, nobody wants to even stand next to her. It's like, I'm an angel, I'm trying to earn my wings, okay? She's like, I must have hit my head when I crashed into that mirror or something, yeah. She does not seem fazed at all that she just got $23,000 in her bank account in 4 seconds. Well, that's a cool effect. Yeah, he turned himself invisible.